In the dead of night, some places remain untouched by time, haunted remnants of a forgotten past. Welcome to Blackwood Manor, where every creak of wood echoes lost secrets, and every shadow breathes the memories of those long gone. Once a place of grandeur, this estate now stands as a silent witness to unspeakable tragedies. Locals whisper of the cries that pierce the stillness when the clock strikes midnight, a time when the manor awakens, and the walls themselves seem to murmur with tales of sorrow. Our story follows a man named Alex, compelled by a force he cannot name. He steps cautiously toward the weathered gates of Blackwood Manor. He knows the stories of a place where the boundary between the living and the dead blurs. Uncertainty fills him as he pushes the gate open, an action seemingly guided by invisible hands. As he wanders through the entrance, a gust of cold wind extinguishes his flashlight, plunging him into darkness. Regaining his composure, he stumbles forward into the dimly lit hall where shadows twist and shift against the peeling wallpaper. The atmosphere is thick with grief. An uneasy feeling settles over him. He stands before a grand, tarnished mirror, and for a mere moment, he catches sight of a gaunt figure, an ethereal woman in a tattered gown. A flicker of breath catches in his throat before she vanishes into the ether. With every cautious step deeper into the manor, the soft echo of distant whispers grows louder. He finds himself drawn to a study littered with old letters, each one a fragment of a story steeped in despair. These pages reveal the name of a woman, Elizabeth, and with it, a tale of forbidden love and looming dread. In a moment of clarity, he understands that within these walls, echoes of painful memories stir restlessly. His search for truth transforms into a desperate quest to understand what binds Elizabeth to this relentless despair. Pushing deeper into the heart of the manor, he enters a grand ballroom, moonlight streaming through shattered stained glass. The air is thick with sorrow as ghostly figures dance, their movements reminiscent of a lost era, forever replaying the moments leading to their untimely demise. As Alex watches, torn between fascination and dread, a loud thud resonates above footsteps he cannot ignore. He hastily ascends the staircase, each creak beneath him a warning. What awaits him at the upper levels is a potent mix of history, pain, and dark forces yearning for release. At the end of the corridor, he finds a door slightly ajar. A gloomy light beckons him forward. Inside, the attic reveals relics of a bygone era, a child's toys, a music box, and sketches of a family lost to time. But it's Elizabeth's spectral presence that captivates him, her sorrow palpable as she gasps to be freed from her torment. She moves towards him, pleading with hollow eyes. In despair, she recounts a tragic tale of love, thwarted by choices that bound them to their sins. Trapped within Blackwood Manor, she hopes Alex will uncover the truth hidden within its walls. Gathering his resolve, Alex discovers a diary, the ramblings of a soul tortured by regret. Its pages tell of a dark curse, an unending cycle of suffering that began with a promise and a betrayal. Each revelation intensifies the unease that has gripped him since he entered. Driven by this knowledge, Alex knows he must venture further into the bowels of the manor, the subterranean chamber mentioned in the journal. It's a descent into darkness, where the shadows loom larger, and every whisper seems to taunt his sanity. As he reaches the hidden chamber, the air grows thick with a baleful presence. An altar shrouded in darkness beckons him, its surface marked with ancient symbols. With trembling hands, Alex begins to arrange the relics he has gathered. A locket, A shard of glass, a torn portrait, each piece resonating with the story of lost souls. In that dim light, whispers of the past grow louder. The diary urges him to dispel the darkness, to confront the entity that has harbored the curse. As he begins to recite the incantation, the ground trembles. A monstrous shape begins to materialize from the darkness, a shadow woven from despair and sorrow. In a climactic struggle, Alex calls upon the light within. With a final surge of determination, he unravels the sins that have imprisoned Elizabeth and her ilk. As the specter shrieks and the ritual reaches its zenith, a brilliant flash bursts forth, engulfing the chamber in an incandescent glow. When the light fades, Alex finds himself alone, standing before the altar. The oppressive atmosphere begins to lift, replaced by a serene calm. Elizabeth's final whisper echoes through the air, urging him to remember not as a monster but as a soul seeking forgiveness. As Alex exits, Blackwood Manor stands transformed. He glimpses the remaining spirits, once menacing, now sorrowful, their stories forever etched into the fabric of the estate. Stepping back into the cold night, the stars break through the clouds above. Though the house remains, it will no longer be just a prison of despair. Its walls now hold the promise of redemption, a timeless reminder that even buried truths seek the light. And with that final scream, our story draws to a close. But the horror doesn't have to end here. If you are captivated by this tale, hit that subscribe button, give a like, and share your reactions in the comments. Spread the fear by sharing this story with friends who dare to listen.